need more torque, definitely use the first gear. If you are on high speeds already, you should be at least on your fourth gear, 5 and 6.
Hi guys, and in this video I'm going to show you how to ride a motorcycle in 15 minutes time. So to start with, this is our motorcycle cockpit, a Harley Davidson XG500 as you can see. Let's start from the right to left. Here is your throttle. It actually gives your motorcycle power. That's your handbrake there. It's gonna be our kill switch. So that one is turned off and that one's turned on. And this is the starter switch here. And also this is your speedometer. And if you can see that big green N here, it says that we're in neutral, high and low beam. Push in the middle if you want to stop it. That's your horn. And this is your clutch here. This is not a brake, this is a clutch. And this is our indicator lights, headlights. And that's the disc brake. If you press this lever here, it's gonna stop the bike. So basically, if you want to put fuel, that's the fuel tank there. In this case, we have to use our key to open up the gas tank. And here is our shifting lever. If you push one down, it's gonna put you to the first gear. Second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So this is a 6-speed motorcycle. Then if you want to find the neutral, press or push down, and then halfway, just a little click, it will show you neutral. So that's the basic of the cockpit. Alright, and the next step that I want to discuss with you is actually how to mount a motorcycle. First, grab this with your left hand. Check if there's any obstacles behind you. Grab this brake lever, swing your leg around, and then straighten the bar as you balance the bike like that. If you're a short rider, make sure one foot is on the ground. For example, this way should be flat foot, or you can if you do it that way, you're gonna fall down to the left hand side. So make sure you have enough stance there and make sure you have balance on your bike. So that's how you mount a motorcycle. All right, and the next step would be, how do I make sure I have full controls with my motorcycle? So you've mounted your bike, you have a feel of your motorcycle, make sure you waddle it. I will show you how it's done. So for you to be able to know the weight of your motorcycle, just try to waddle the bike without starting it. So with use of my legs, try to waddle without starting the ignition key. So why we're doing this? This is because it will give you a sense of how heavy the bike is. So this is the next thing that you want to do. Now you're ready to start the bike. Balance the bike, try to stand it up. Just a reminder guys, always wear your helmet if you're practicing or if you're riding motorcycle. So we're not gonna wear the helmet yet because we're not gonna make the motorcycle run. We're just gonna try to start it. Okay, first we're going from the right to the left of the cockpit of the motorcycle. First, you're gonna make sure kill switch is on. That's on here, and this is off. So turn it on, switch on, and then make sure we're in neutral. And also, if you are to start the motorcycle, make sure you grab the clutch here for safety, because otherwise it will jerk. If it's on gear, it will jerk. It will be very dangerous for you. So basically that's how you start a motorcycle. Okay, we're ready to turn it on. Okay, so to turn it off, again, kill switch. Or usually I put the bike on neutral, kill switch, and then switch it off, put the side stand, and lock it. So this ignition here actually has a handlebar lock. So if you can see, that's locked. So it's just added security for motorcycles. To switch it on, turn the key on. And with motorcycles, it's not like cars that you will turn this on. You'll have to actually use this switch here, as I've discussed. So I'm just gonna quickly grab my helmet, then we'll go for a quick drive.
Okay, now we are ready to start the motorcycle. Side stand up, kill switch on, ready, neutral. I'm gonna squeeze this clutch, and then we're gonna start this. And slowly release your clutch. So that means the gear is not engaged, guys. Okay, so I still have my hand brake there just in case the motorcycle is gonna roll, and I'm gonna squeeze the clutch, put on first gear. That's one down for your shift, and then I'm gonna put my legs there, and I want you to feel that friction zone. So we're not gonna put any throttle input there. We're just gonna be safe and still have my hand on the clutch. So as I slowly release, the bike is gonna start by itself. So I'm not gonna give any throttle input there. So if I want the bike to stop, squeeze this clutch again. Alright, let's do it again. Friction zone. Listen very carefully. I'm not doing anything here on my gas. And be careful not to release it really quickly, because it's gonna cause jerking. So if you notice my hand still on the clutch, you will know because the gear won't be engaged. See? If you hear that, there's no gear engaged. I'm just gonna release the clutch, and once the bike is actually running, it will not stall. Head shoulder check to the right, still not applying any gas here, squeezing my clutch, and then slowly release. If I feel like it's jerking, I'm just gonna grab the clutch and the gear won't be engaged. Okay, so what about if I want to turn and I'm not sure if I'll be able to balance that? So what I normally do, I'm just gonna find the neutral. Okay, so that's in neutral. What I normally do is I don't slam the front brake if I'm doing slow maneuvers like that. I would always use the rear brake here, so you'll have more balance. Okay, now that we know how to find the friction zone, it actually needs a lot of practice, guys, a lot of seat time to find your friction zone. So usually when you first start with a bike, you need to get to know, be familiar with your bike and with the clutch as well. So now I'm gonna show you how to shift the gears. So when you're on your first gear, make sure you have momentum. Squeeze the clutch, disengage the engine, and then give a little bit of momentum, squeeze it, and then with your clutch here, just go up like so, and then you're in second gear. And then if you want to shift on third gear, again, clutch, release the throttle, and then one up. So now you're in third gear. So I'm gonna be showing you exactly what I mean by that. So I can see that I'm not in neutral. I'm just gonna find the neutral, kill switch on, neutral, grab the clutch, start, shoulder checks both directions, making sure there's no danger. And then clutch on, first gear, hold this clutch, and then head and shoulder check. I can see there's a car coming. I'll let them pass first. So I'm still holding the clutch, guys, but I'm engaged now. So I have my rear brake there, and then I have my front brake there. So the bike is not going anywhere. So I'm ready. Again, friction zone. I'm not gonna apply any gas. Just listen to that. If you hear that, that's our sweet spot. That's the friction zone. And then I'm gonna release that. And if I want to shift to second gear, I'm just gonna give it a bit of momentum by putting on gas. Release the throttle, squeeze, shift up. Now we're in second gear. I'm gonna show you here. Now we're in second gear. Then here, because there's a lot of momentum, the motorcycle's actually jerking. So I just need to grab my clutch. Remember, guys, clutch is your lifesaver. It's not gonna stall your engine if you squeeze the clutch. And then I just want to be on the first gear. So one step down, head and shoulder check, friction zone, let the bike go by itself, then we're good. So did you notice that the bike was jerking? I just grabbed the clutch. Okay. That second, third, and then I want to shift down, grabbing the clutch, and then going back to first gear, then second gear. So if you practice doing this over and over again, you will gradually get it. So I'm still holding on my clutch, still on first gear. So just one click up, then I found my neutral, slowly release the clutch. So that means we're in neutral, we're safe, ready to unmount, and turn off the engine. Kill switch off, key, lock your handlebar, make sure it's all the way to your left, push the key and turn the knob to the left. Then dismount. Check first behind you and then dismount the bike. Make sure when you park, the bike is safe, and enjoy the ride. And same with motorcycles. If you need more torque, definitely use the first gear. If you are on high speeds already, you should be at least on your fourth gear, 5 and 6. Then if you approach a roundabout or if you need to slow down, then you have to gradually shift down using your clutch. Remember to release the throttle, clutch, and shift down using your shift lever. Alright guys, so we have just learned how to start the motorcycle. And just a quick tip here, what I've done is on my bag I actually put a red textile there just to be very visible with other drivers.